got the start and then got that block late. That's big minutes for you. What went into kind of putting him in the starting lineup tonight?
Oh, back to last year when we played here, the kind of game he had. I just wanted to kind of shake things up a little bit. I thought he answered the bell. You know, he got the big defensive stop last year. He hit a big three here to help sell. Coming down the stretch tonight, he made a great defensive stance to help us get another victory tonight.
Are you going to just evaluate it then game to game, the starting lineup, or do you anticipate kind of?
It's all by feel in terms of where I'm going and what I'm going to do moving forward.
Mike, you're kind of crying out for a second scorer after halftime. What Goody turned out to be that guy. Why was this the night that he was able to get his offense going?
I don't know. He got some good looks. You know, they were doubling Barlow. And we kind of set it up that way on the backside that he could get the looks. And he knocked some shots down for us. Some big shots. We needed every one of them, because they were huge that he made.
Daniel and Zach.
I want to say after the last loss, I think it was Anthony and Luke, you mentioned this lack of effort, a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff that they kind of wanted changed. Is there anything that you guys changed the last few days, or just was it more just opponent based? It kind of felt like early on you guys played a little harder.
You know, our last game we came out, we started the game very well. You know, I mean, at one point it was 10-8, you know, and then it just, we couldn't make shots. It got away. We couldn't get stops. Thought we played a lot better in the second half. But when you spot teams like that, you know, it's hard to get back in games and win them. But, you know, we had to put it behind us. You know, I tip my hat to our team because they could have laid down, and they didn't. They came here to Ohio and got a win.
Exactly well.
Mike, I don't think Luke or Umar came off the floor in the second half of overtime. Luke gets that big shot late. Umar's down on the floor getting a tip rebound that extends the possession. Just what does it do for a team when it's obviously the points, the rebounds, the made shots, but also the effort plays and guys like that just committing a full 25 minutes after halftime when it's veterans doing that for your team?
Well, again, I need that. You know, I mean, they've been on a few teams, you know, and speaking in terms of Barlow, and both he and Goody have won at a high level. And you expect that from them. I mean, they made winning basketball plays coming down the stretch. And I thought Barlow got two great looks, you know, prior to going into overtime that he just didn't put down. And then we got down early in the overtime, and we just kept fighting and making defensive stops, and Goody hitting a big three to put us back up. So I mean, it was a total team effort, man. We needed it after the 2 games we just had.
Well, and Zach.
Yeah, you had guys like Luke and then like Kaden who stepped up, and that level of connectedness and energy just seemed a lot better tonight than it has been. How do you get that to be more consistent moving forward?
Well, guys, we're sitting here, you know, we've won 14 games, man, and I believe it's 14 and 5. I mean, it's not like it's 5 and 14. You know, I mean, we've played some pretty good basketball and had some good stretches. And, you know, the 2 games that we just didn't, we got our asses beat those 2 games. And ain't nothing you can do about it now. We just got to try to stay away from games like that. Hopefully we'll get the league back soon. But, you know, Kanan was huge tonight. I couldn't take Barlow out because I used the timeouts to give him a glow, and he said he was okay, so I rode him.
Zach and Mike.
Luke's quickly established himself as a leader with his voice in this team. How important is it for him to not only be able to do that, but lead by example like tonight?
It's huge. I mean, he's a senior, man. That's what seniors supposed to do. And you know, I expect that from Gallo. Anthony, you know, who was big tonight. You know, Gallo made some good plays, but you know, I got to get Gallo playing back at a high level. He and McKenzie are really 2 big pieces to this puzzle, man. And you know, they've been struggling here as of late. I got to get them back going.
Mike and the Josh.
Yeah, Coach, a lot of outside noise the last few days.
I don't care about the outside.
No, I want to ask you what it says about your team that they didn't let it bother them.
Well, again, it's, you know, it just shows you a little bit about the character of our team, but I don't even want to comment on the outside noise. It's ridiculous.
Josh.
Coach, you sent Luke and Anthony to the press room after. How nice is it to see Luke hit the game-winning shot, Anthony have the defensive play of the game at the end, and see the Indiana guys step up tonight?
No, listen, man, you know, we got a group of guys in that locker room that got a lot of pride, man, and they wear that jersey with pride, and sometimes things don't go according to plan. And I thought tonight, man, considering where we've been the last 2 games, they fought their asses off to help us win this basketball game, and it was a total team effort, man.
From our right here.
Mike, when you looked at this Ohio State team, how much did you come in expecting you would have an advantage in the paint?
Well, I did, again, Royal didn't play, and, we're better when we got Malik, because he gives us some positive things in that paint area. And we've been struggling a little bit in the paint, because we do depend on Malik some in that area. Ballo's been great for us, but, we got guys that can get downhill like Miles Rice and Gallo to make plays at the rim. But, listen, to win on the road in the Big Ten, it's not easy, man. It's tough. They got a hell of a team, and they're well coached. So to come in here and get a win, man, I tip my hat to our guys.
Last question, Zach.
Mike, you talked about Kanan a little bit too. You've coached obviously a lot of guys down the years. What does a game like this do for a guy who was probably searching for his game a little bit, searching for some confidence, obviously some offensive rhythm? Just what does a game like this do for a player in a moment like that?
I just hope he bottles it up and, carries it forward, man. And, these games are coming awfully quick, and you can't run from them. So, I'm going to need Kanan and the supporting cast to play at a high level, man, because that's how you win on the road. And then you got to take care of home.
Thanks, Coach.